The winner takes home $10,000, the loser $5,000. This is it, the championship game. Women's 5-pin, the Canadian Bowling Championship. Sandi Anderson from Winnipeg, Brenda Walters from Hamilton, Ontario.
Familiar spot for Sandi Anderson. Here last year, into the finals, coming off a big game. This year, 292. Last year, a 343. Coming off a good run of strikes at the end of that last game as well, and she just followed it up with another really good shot.
Now, Brenda Walters was a winner over Renee Laframboise from Mazilda, Ontario. Not her best game, but made the shots when they were needed in their response. So back-to-back strikes to start.
Yeah, make the shot when it counts. That corner pin spare in the 10th frame was absolutely crucial. Back to the head pins.
She does have a problem, as you point out, when she gets over on the left side of the head pin. That's when she usually punches.
Yeah, it just seems when the ball's breaking in, because of the speed, she's got to be really, really accurate on the left side. On the right side, she seems to get away more with little thick, little thin. She'll carry some stuff. But when the ball's breaking into the pocket, it doesn't seem to be as powerful a carry. Sandi's really freewheeling now. Another great shot.
Sandi Anderson defending, she was the runner-up a year ago. Has a chance now to win her first title on TSN out of Winnipeg against Brenda Walters from Hamilton. Both of them with lots of TV experience.
Wow.
Hard to believe.
That one was thin left-hand pocket that time, and the ball kind of skipped right around the left corner pin. Talk about Sandi's accuracy and picking pins. Corner pins she's been perfect on throughout this tournament.
So keeps the marks going with the 2 strikes and now the spare in 3. Came back for her that time.
Came a long ways back. A little bit thin. And again, left-hand side pocket. Tendency to leave the left corner pin when you're thin like that. Look out.
Now again, it just starts off towards the pin and it just sort of veers back to the right.
That's that little bit of a backup, and the movement catches, and as the ball slows down, it starts to break more, and it just broke right away from the corner pin.
And as good as it is, and you have to compliment her, it's all about getting the wood that's there, as they say. So she makes the 15. Not going to stand a chance if your opponent's marking every time.
Well, you can't afford to miss spares. I mean, it's one thing to punch a head pin and you do the best you can, clean it up, but that missed spare, it's like a tennis unforced error.
So nice rebound for Brenda there to pick up the strike. But Sandi Anderson has a spare up in 3.
Another great shot from Sandi. Left-hand pocket, the ball's just moving directly into it, and it's flush. Little difference in styles, although both are really smooth to the foul line. Brenda's a little bit lower, Sandi a little bit more upright.
Sort of arched back as well, and just.
She has to do that because she's standing up, and in order to get rid of the ball, she's got to be there.
Marian, you're right. She's picked up after that semifinal win against Jennifer Marshall. She's really started finding it in the 5th, and then she goes. Remember, she had aces in the 4th, and this is the continuation.
Well, and you get in that comfort zone where you know that when you throw the ball, you've got a chance to get a strike. You just freewheel it, and that's what she's doing. She's accurate, she's consistent, and now when you're loose and relaxed, it makes all those other things very easy to do.
And again, missed opportunity.
Left corner, ball breaking away from it for Brenda. 2 left corners in a row on that right-hand lane at Silver Dollar here, lane 34.
And leaving some dollars, I suspect, on the lane as well.
Well, it makes the comeback that much more difficult. You have 2 missed spares. Oh, she's making good shots. 2 strikes in a row now on the left-hand lane. If she'd have converted those 2 spares, she would be right in this match. That's just a great shot, textbook. Ball breaks into the pocket.
Sandi Anderson with back-to-back strikes. Trying to make it 3 in a row. Got 3? Sure does.
Got 3 is right. Another great shot. Left-hand pocket. This time it's a little bit thick, but she carries. And because she's freewheeling, she's getting all those breaks as well. Little push right on the nose.
No, it stops it. And if you're Brenda Walters, this is what you needed to. You needed to stop the run. And this will do it for Sandi Anderson. Now, again, it comes back to whether Brenda Walters can respond. She has the chance here.
The door's open. How do you react? Do you rush through it? Brenda Walters still got a chance for a 323 if she can go all the way out. And by starting a string of strikes, you put pressure back on your opponent. For Brenda right now, 7th frame, she's had strike, missed a left corner, missed a left corner on this lane. Wow.
As good as she's thrown on that lane.
She's just not getting any breaks. There's a difference between maybe being a little tentative and a Sandi Anderson that's, free flowing, firing the ball. Wow.
And giving it away.
And giving it away. 0 for 3 on corner pins in this match. "76 pins down through 7 frames.
You must walk off the lane, I would think, at times, kicking yourself, saying, why the heck can't I throw that ball for the spare ball?
Yeah, it's easier the second time, right?
Right. Now, first right side, now left side.
Yeah. Oh, she's throwing the ball quite well. Just, again, not getting a break, and then, missing a couple of corner pins. You have a tendency to start to force it just a little bit. Wow. corner pin for Brenda.
Not going to get the corner this time, just so very much in control, Sandi Anderson. And just can't stub her toe here. And won't with shots like that.
No, she's not going to, Vic. She's just so relaxed and comfortable out there. Every ball she throws, she's got a chance to get a strike. She hasn't missed the head pin once in this game. She's got one head pin in the 7th and a left corner pin. The rest are strikes. And that's enough.
There it is. She knows it. In her 13th appearance on TSN, she's never been a champion in pins play. Last year in the bowling championship, she was the runner-up. Suggested to you earlier, I think it's, many people will say, overdue for her, and I think people will be pleased for her.
Absolutely.
And of course, husband Jim knows that they're going to go back to Winnipeg with $10,000.
Not only the $10,000, but the title, and I think that's important as well.
And the trip back.
And the trip back.
The trip back. I mean, if we forget that, you know, she had to qualify again out of Winnipeg and out of a tough city that Winnipeg is.
Absolutely. So her being the defending champion opens up the door for one more of those young stars coming out of Winnipeg and Manitoba to make it here. And something for them to shoot at.
And Brenda getting over to the right side of the head pin, one of the few times she's actually been on that side.
Just didn't really have it all together.
No.
4 corner pin misses, now a chop off miss. Would have changed the complexity of the game maybe if Brenda had gotten those spares in 5 and 7, 3, 5 and 7. Brenda might have looked at the game a little differently and put a little more pressure on herself.
As you can see, just the lack of any consistency, being able to string anything together for Brenda.
She never put 2 marks together this whole game. Strike followed by an open, followed by a strike and an open.
And her 4th appearance on TSN, has done well. She's made the semifinal of the pins game twice. She's won $4,500 previously. We'll add $5,000 to that as the runner-up.
Not a bad day's work, but I'm sure she'll be anxious to get back and try and do exactly what Sandi's done. Go from runner-up to champion.
So 189 is what she will finish with. Brenda Walters of Hamilton, out of the Bolorama in Stony Creek, as we watch now the 10th frame of our champion. What a champion, Sandi Anderson. Now she needs the head pin, right? Looking for the big finish and able to smile about it.
Moot point now. The head pin in 7 might have changed things, but she came right back strong with a strike in 8, and at that point the game was over.
In her 13th appearance on TSN. And for the first time, we can say Sandi Anderson, champion of the women's 5-pin and the Canadian Bowling Championship, as she bowls a 270 to Brenda Walters, 189.